Okay, looks like we are doing good. Hi everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the page. I am Lorianne, the community manager for Southern Charm Wreaths, as well as a design coach for Southern Charm Wreaths. I'm glad you're back with me. Today we're going to do a Grapevine Patriotic floral wreath. Okay, I'm going to show you a really simple, easy way to put together a patriotic wreath, and these are always fun to do. Let me just make sure I am live, which I am. Get my volume and do not disturb on, and we will get started. Let me show you what we will be working with. I have sprayed an 18-inch grapevine wreath. I have also put a small piece of styrofoam on it with a zip tie down at the bottom. I have a floral bunch. It has red, white, and blue in it with some greenery. It is just one bush, right? I have made a patriotic bow, a beautiful patriotic bow that we're going to add. I have a greenery. This is a fern bush. We're going to add some of that. I might add a little bit of lemon leaf. This is called lemon leaf to it. All right. And maybe a little bit of stars, but we'll see. All right, let's get started. I'm going to pull you down and show you what we're going to do. All right, I apologize for the sun being in the way. It will go away in a minute. I have a window, a dome window that will shine down. All right, so this is the grapevine wreath. This is the bottom. This will be the top. I'm going to take this bush and I'm just going to lay it right here in the center. Okay. Now, the piece of styrofoam that I'm using is not so much for the bush as it is for the additional greenery that I'm going to put. Let me turn this around and show you where I have it. See that right there? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a zip tie to it and then cut that down a little bit. All right. This helps get 3/4 of the work done. Let's put a zip tie down in it through the actual grapevine. I'm going to crisscross it. Make sure I have my zip tie going right. I'll show you here in a minute once I get it done. If you can find a bush that is already pre-made up, they are always so helpful to work with. This saves with time. Let me get my zip tie. If I can grab hold of it, let's do it the other way. There we go, much better. This is not going to show. My bow is going to hide it. Now, before I zip tie this down, I want to make sure that I have it in place. I have it right where I want it to be. And I do. So here's the first one, right there like that. Okay, and I'm going to crisscross another one over just to make sure it stays in place. This bush is going to give this wreath a central line, which is going to come straight down. Okay, this is what I've done right there. All right, it's pretty secure. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. Let me get my bigger. Got it. All right, I have cut that off. And this is what it looks like right here. Okay. And it's pretty secure, but I also need to think about the top. I want to secure the top, right? I don't necessarily need to secure this, so I'm going to move this to the side a little bit. And I'm going to get one more zip tie. And I am going to zip tie this in just to make sure it does not fall over. This will not be seen either. All right, there we go. Move this greenery back over a little bit. Get it just like that. Okay, we're going to come in and fill in. Matter of fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this bottom piece down just like that, and I'm going to reposition it. Now you can always come in, which I will do, and redo my florals. I mean, the back of this. I will cover this up at the end. Okay? All right, there we go. Isn't she pretty already? Very pretty already. Okay? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my bow on. Right? I have made a bow. I have a chenille stem that is holding it on. And I'm going to come right here and I'm going to put my chenille stems through the actual grapevine. I'm not wrapping it around the grapevine. I'm sticking it through the grapevines itself. And I am going to twist it down. Okay. And this is what we have so far. All right. Now, I'm going to pull you up. I'm going to put this on the actual easel, and we will continue to design. Okay. How's that right there? Looking good? Let me get you in a little closer. There we go. Get you a little straighter so you can see it better. There we go. All right, now what I want to do is I want to add some greenery in right here. This is a different colored greenery than what's in the actual bush. It's going to give it contrast. And that's going to allow it to offer more texture. I mean, not texture, interest. All right, I need this to stay long because I am going to put it in the actual styrofoam, okay? So I'm not going to cut it down. We're going to come over here, and I'm going to stick some right here. Okay. What we do to one side, we're going to do to the other. So I'm going to come right here and put some right here. If I can get it in the, there we go. Okay. Now I'm going to put some right here. And if you'll notice, I'm going in between the first greenery. I'm putting my greenery in between it. Okay. And just because you have a bush and you do it like this doesn't mean you can't come in and cut it out and move it somewhere else. You can still do that. All right. Now what we do to one side, we're going to do to the other. I'm going to come along here and I'm going to put some right behind this bow, just like this. I think I'm going to use a steel pick machine. Okay, now we're going to come in and we're going to build some right here. Put some more right here. Okay, what we do to one side, we're going to do the other. Again, I'm going to come right here and put some right here. Fix my bow a little bit, my bow loops. All right, I have one more. I think I'm going to put this one right here. There we go. And in a matter of a few minutes, we have a beautiful design, right? I think I'm going to cut these red and white polka dot down, but we'll see. We'll see. Now, When your viewer is looking at your design, what happens is they're going to start at the top and their eye is going to drop down into and through your design. I have created a line all the way down, okay? Let's see if I want to put some lemon leaf in. Might put just a little. Add another greenery. I'm going to cut this down and I'm just going to put this around the bow. Just to give it one more contrasting color. See that right there? Very pretty. What I'm doing is I'm looking for places that appear to have a hole in them. In other words, right here, there is no color, and I can come in with this lighter greenery and add some interesting color to it. Okay. I have one little hole up here. I need a long, thin piece. So what I'm going to do is, I have to think about my styrofoam is underneath, it's right here. So I need a stem that is that long, right? So I'm going to take this greenery off, this one piece, and there's this piece right here, and that's going to create a long stem for me because I want this greenery to land right here. Can y'all see that? I want it to land right here. So I'm going to bring it way down into the styrofoam and put it in. If I can get it down in there. There we go. And I'm going to rearrange my leaves a little bit so they complement the design. Probably need to go a little bit lower, just a hair bit. There we go. Let's push that up just a little bit. Okay, now I've got one more area, which is right here. I'm going to take the longest piece and I'm going to remove some of the leaves, and then we'll put this back here. Okay, and we'll cut this down just a little bit. It was a hair bit too long, which is fine. There we go. Just like that. This piece of green needs to go back just a hair. There we go. All right, very pretty, very, very pretty, right? Okay, we're finished with the greenery. Let's come in and add some stars in here. This is a red, white, and blue star pick. It has glitter on it. It makes it a little bit festive. You get all this stuff in here and it's kind of difficult to put other elements in. Just work around it. Okay, I'm going to tear this apart. I feel like I want some star right up here. Remember, in this design, I'm concentrating on forming a line straight down. Okay. I took the 2 lower stars off because they would not be seen in all this greenery. Right there. And I'm going to bring some stars out from the side. I'm going to cut this in half. Put star right here. Probably going to do that over here on this side. And the reason why is I already have red and white stars over here. So I'm going to put some stars right here. And let's put some red, white, and blue right here. Again, I'm going to cut off this bottom star. Just like that. I have 3 or some little blue left, but I think we are good to go. Let's see. The last thing we need, hang on one second, is I need a little bit of white filler, I think. Now that I've put it together. Uh-oh. So I have this right here. I think I'm going to pop a little bit of this in. This is a pusher, and this is baby's breath. Right? I'm going to bend it so it does not appear to be straight on. and I want a little bit of pop of white, maybe. It's a lot of green. If you can separate that green with another color, I always like to use white, it will make the greenery pop even more. Let me put another stove pick on because I lost it. I'll have to go in and find it. Just want to put little pops of white. I'm going to put a really long one right here. There we go. Let's keep going. I'm just going around and I'm filling things in. If you struggle with that, you can use the design principle or element, which has to do with balance. What you do to one side, you do to the other. And that will help keep your design balanced. Let's put another one in here. We're going to stick this one right here. I think I want this one at a different angle. Let's get this one going at a different angle. There we go. Much better. Okay. See how that white just actually makes it pop even more? Not sure if I want it underneath. Yeah, we're going to put it in front. Right here. There we go. I feel like one more piece needs to go right here, and we will be done, I think. Now, you can certainly go in and add more items. You can add different items. You don't have to do stars. You can do curlicues. You can do ornaments, patriotic ornaments. You can do all kinds of things. There we go. All right. Wow. I need a little bit more greenery as far as the fern. Thought I had one. Let me see if I've got, well, I know I do. It's just a matter of finding it. Another piece of fern. I don't see it off the top of my head. Hang on. I know I have several, but it's hiding somewhere. But I need one more piece of fern right over here on this side, I believe. And I can find that here in just a minute. But other than that, let's step back. And I'm going to cut these bows off, or these ribbon tails off, because I think they're a little too long. I want them to be longer, but I think they're a little too long at this point. So let's cut it down just a hair. There we go. Yes, I like that much better. All right. Let me bring it up close to you so you can see it. There we go. Right? Very pretty. As far as the back goes, what you could do is take a leaf and hot glue it to the back. Take several and hot glue it right there so you can cover your mechanics up. Okay? And that's why I put this here, because I knew I would need some length. I'd need to put it in styrofoam as opposed to the grapevine. Anyway, but there you go. In a matter of 30 to 40 minutes, you have a wonderful patriotic grapevine wreath that you can make, put on your front door, and or give it as a gift, or even put it in your shop if you sell. Very simple. We took one patriotic bush, attached it to the grapevine. I did paint the grapevine red. That does not mean you have to, but this is an 18-inch grapevine. I attached one bush. I put one bow underneath it with several streamers, so I created a straight line. And then I went in and filled with two different greeneries, other than what was on the bush, put some patriotic glittered stars in it, and added some baby's breath. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this type of stuff, or you know other people who might enjoy it, please like and share the video for us. It's always nice when you pass things on to our family and friends, right? If you are interested in learning how to make floral wreaths, table arrangements, garlands, everything floral, please please join us over at southerncharmwreaths.com, or you can go to learnhowtowreath.com. It's a lot of fun. We have a wonderful community called Wreath of the Month Club, where like-minded individuals who love to design wreaths come together. We do a lot of fun stuff. It's just very enjoyable. So if you or someone you know who are interested, please share the information that I've just given, okay? I hope you have a great rest of your week. As always, I am Lorianne, the community manager for Southern Charm Wreaths, as well as a design coach for Southern Charm Wreaths. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed, and as always, please be a blessing to somebody else. We'll see you soon. Y'all take care. Bye.